Hey YouTube, so Chainsaw Canuck here. So today on the bench I have um, the steel, neo-tec clone of a steel ns872. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this saw. So when I first got it, after a few tanks, it was very lackluster. Then I ported it, and dumbass me put the piston the wrong way, so the locator pins were right at the exhaust port and hung a ring, and then do I have that piston here? Yeah, that's the. I had to took a chunk out of the piston too. That was kind of a little catastrophic, but it is what it is. Anyway, so I got a new cylinder, and it actually runs not bad. It cuts, it runs, but the compression's kind of low. The porting numbers were good. So I do have another cylinder set for this, an actual neo-tec one. Plus, I might just port this one or do something with this one. I gotta check what the compression is. I gotta clean this thing up. Last time this was out, was cutting that dirty, burnt out wood from forest fires here in Alberta last year. Everything's kind of a mess on this saw. So that one's all cleaned up, but the big thing is just making this thing have more power. Like it should have some more jam to it. I'm not sure if I'll try. I might just try machining this cylinder. I'll check the squish. Where can I put this guy so he's safe? Right there. But anyway, check the squish. I'll check the compression. But I'll bring you guys back to that. You guys don't have to watch me taking the top cover off. Okay, so I got broken down a bit here. So I'm gonna check the compression. I've had a few tanks through it. Like I use this saw. Like it typically always comes out cutting firewood because I do like it. Just it needs more power. Put this on the ground. So I shouldn't take the top handle off yet. Okay. See what kind of reading we get off it. Whoa. Well, we're at 140 so far. Probably got a little more to go. Let's try to get this in a little more. Okay, let's try to do it this way. So it's running about 145, which isn't that great. The original piston cylinder with base gas was around 180. So that's where I want to be. Check the squish. Yeah, there's not going to be many videos outside in the next while because it's flipping cold out. Our lows are going to be pushing like -40. Which is the same in Celsius and Fahrenheit, so it's going to be cold, no matter what scale you use. We'll do some cold start videos, but that's about it. Okay. See if we can get a squish reading. This solder is not thick enough to get a squish reading, which goes to show you this is kind of a crap cylinder. How thick is this stuff? This stuff is 38 thou. See if I have something a little on the thicker side. I might. Well, that's as good as it gets. So the squish is over 40 thou, like, which is not good. Try some more on the other side. Not doing anything. So I'm gonna break this down a little more and then see what's what. Because I do have another cylinder, like I said. I think that's this guy right here. Yeah. And this is an actual neo-tec one too. Yeah. Which is funny because the original one on here didn't actually say neo-tec. It said like I forget what the name of it was, but it was Vest or something. something like that. It's at the shop. So I'm going to keep breaking this down and then bring you guys back in. Hey YouTube, so I'm back. So pulled the cylinder off. That's a new cylinder. Just to show you guys a couple things here. So to take this from the lip, go to the, or pull this down to the top of the combustion chamber, or the squish band. Excuse me. Okay, that's the distance there. This is the neo-tec cylinder, same spot. I don't know if you all pick up, but there's actually a gap there. That's a good, I don't know. See if we can zero this, see if these things will cooperate today. Yeah, these calipers suck ass. Let's try that again. Combustion chambers are even different shape on these. I don't think this cylinder is very good. Okay, so try it right there. See, that's sticking up. Maybe it's only like 10 thou, but there's definitely that cylinder is physically deeper. Also, take a look at the combustion chamber on there. That's actually kind of a nicer combustion chamber than this one, but that combustion chamber actually looks physically larger, so that might be part of the problem. Having said that, I found a bigger part of the problem. So this is the piston I pulled out of. That's the piston I pulled out of that went with this cylinder that was in there running. And it ran good, but I mean, let's take it and compare it to the old piston. Let's try and get these both be on the same locator pin, or the wrist pin. I don't know if you can pick up there, but this piston is actually physically taller. By how much? Let's see if my calipers will cooperate. So I should zero them first. Wow. Can't be right. It's too much. Try and do this way where it's better. Put on this piece of aluminum down here. Sorry, it's probably out of frame now, but so yeah, that piston is 38 thou shorter than the other piston. That's substantial. So we'll compare it to the neo-tec one. Again, we'll try and get them share a hole or share a pin. And once again, if it picks up on camera or not, there is a height difference there. Like, how much of a difference? Let's try to measure. Let's zero it out. 33 thou. So essentially, this piston's garbage. Well, it's not garbage. I'm gonna keep it, but I mean, that's not great. That's yeah. So we're gonna do better. I mean, I'm kind of torn. Should I try and take more off this thing or just use the other cylinder? Like, there's nothing wrong with the cylinder. It looks pretty still. I didn't port it or anything though, I noticed. Unless there's porting on that side. Unless I did the intake, excuse me. Lunch. Let's take a look at this intake side. So now I'm actually just tempted to put the new kit on, port it as is, and see what's what. Because chances are it's probably going to be fine. Yeah, I know I didn't do any porting on that side either. So this and that piston kit, I'm going to save it. I'm not going to throw it out or anything because it is a functional set, but yeah, it kind of sucks. So it's just going to sit on the shelf. Anyways, that's it for today. I'm going to split this up. Got other things to do today. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Bye. Hey, so I got the neo-tec cylinder back on. I'm going to do a squish test now that I can do them properly. So hopefully this will work. Cutters. Okay, cut that off. Get this guy inside of there. Like so. Definitely making contact, which is a winner. So we got 17 thou. That's a little tight, but once the motor seal's in there, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. It'll be a nice high compression saw. It's a little tight on the. It's a little tight, but I'm gonna leave it. Cylinders are cheap. Sometimes it's okay to make some risks, anyways. Catch you guys in a bit when I get the timing numbers on this thing. Hey, so I got the timing numbers on this neo-tec branded cylinder. So the exhaust is sitting at 108.4. I want to take that to about 104. That's my target number. Write that down. Transfers are 127, which gave 19.4 degrees blow down, which I'll probably have to raise those a little bit, at least on the primary side, or sorry, the side that's on the intake side. I might stagger it if I can. Might just be one. Oh, we'll see what I can do with that. Intake's at 72.4, which gives 144.8 degrees duration on that. So I'm going to go for about, I'm going to aim for 80 degrees intake, 160 duration. That's my goal here. So I'm going to take this apart, do some port work, and maybe get back together today. We'll see. I'm not sure if I will, if I won't go that far, but see what happens. Anyways, take her easy. Bye. Okay, I'm done the porting on this new cylinder, so we're gonna see what kind of numbers I got, if they're anywhere close to where I wanted them to be. That's always a. Well, I never claim to know what I'm doing, and I never will. I just do this because I like having fun with chainsaws. I'm not a pro. I don't want to port saws for money. Maybe repair them for money, but not port them. So make sure this is still centered. It is not. So I'm going to zero that. Over there. And that's 22. Okay, let's see. Let's start this again. Okay, so I've done some porting to this. We'll see where we are, how close to my numbers. We'll see if we're centered. I think I have this centered. It's 18.3. 18.4. That's pretty dang good. Anyways, so first is first. See where the exhaust is at. Book ready. I'm using a book to actually properly write things down because I think that's a good idea. I've seen other people do it and it's smart. Okay, so the exhaust opens at 76. So we're at 104. No shit. That's 77. Let me do that again. Did I go too far? Okay, 0. 77. So we're at 103. So we're just gonna live with that. So exhaust is now at 103. I kind of tapered the transfer so the intake side will open faster. So we'll see where we're at with that. Transfers are hard to see on this guy. The transfers open right about there. 68, so that'd be. And they're staged, so I mean, it doesn't really mean all that much. 28. 118, so we have 15 degrees blowdown on the intake side. Like I said, it's staged, so it'll open differently on the other side. Now, the more important one is where we are on the intake. That's where I expect to see most of the gains, hopefully. Open right about there. Yeah, could have gone lower. I might take a little bit out of the piston. I think it needs a little more duration than that. Yeah, she cracks open right there. So we're at 75, so that brings us to 150, which is better, but I'm going to shave a little bit off the piston, and then I think we'll be done. So yeah, put this together tonight, maybe tomorrow, and get it running. Anyways, take it easy. Bye. Okay, so I got this back together with the neo-tec branded piston. Cylinders. I'm surprised that the one that came with was not neo-tec brand. This other one that was in there, that's just generic, no name on it. But I think the other one said, it's at the shop, but you said New Vest on it. I don't know. We're going to see what kind of compression this bad boy has now. Because before it was just under, it was like 145. It was just under the 150 mark. And we'll see what this one does. Hopefully it's more. Okay. So that's showing about 165. I use minimal lube in here, and it's supposed to break in, so I don't think that'll be an issue at all. It'll be a nice, healthy, strong cell, I think, when it's done. Plus, I think this compression tester is starting to give up the ghost. But anyways, I can put this back together. Maybe take it outside and run it. Put some fuel in it. Yeah, so anyways, see you guys in a bit.